Well, we are indeed lucky to have Deidrey here today. Deidrey is a passionate singer-songwriter whose music has been published in Unity songbooks and sung by many other artists and the County Town Singers Choir. And it's even received airplay on CBC radio. That's a big one. Deidrey is a proud Posey Award nominee, and even more importantly, she's a proud mom. So I'm going to turn the stage over to you, Deidrey, and we're in for a treat. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Pixie. Thank you. Unity White Rock. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it when we are interactive. So if you are comfortable with not unmuting yourself, but if you are comfortable with showing your faces, I would love that. And know, please, that you are also on Facebook. So if you are comfortable with that, because I like to get your hands going and, you know, interacting with me. So if that's something that you enjoy doing, then please, let's do that together. But your voices must stay on mute. Okay, let us begin. Hello, everybody. It is so good to be with you. Let us begin with this joyful song. It's called You Belong. I hope you enjoy it. Please sing along with me as well. Here we go. Right here, right now, you belong here. You belong here. You belong here, right now. You belong here. You belong here with me. Come on, sing that with me now. Right here, right now. You belong here. You belong here. You belong here, right now. You belong here. You belong here with me. And I see you are bright as the moon, bright as the moon, bright as the moon, and I welcome you. Oh, here in my heart, there is always a place for you. Come on, let's sing that together. Right here, right now, you belong. Right here, right now, you belong here. You belong here. You belong here, right now. You belong here. You belong here with me again. Right here, right now. Come on. You belong here. You belong here. You belong here, right now. You belong here. You belong here with me. And I see you. You are bright as the moon. You are bright as the moon. Bright as the moon. Bright as the moon. And I welcome you. Oh, here in my heart, there is always a place for you. There is always a place for you right here, right now. Oh yeah, you belong here. You belong here. You belong here, right now. You belong here. You belong here with me. That's right, you certainly belong here. Oh, hello, hello, family. I am tremendously grateful to share this time together. Oh, it is good to be with you. It is so good. I am Deidrey Francois, yes, and today's theme is Speak. But before we dive in, I'd like to first start with my intention, because it really does help me to be grounded. It is my intention. It is my intent to share my gift of song, my love and my passion to honor and to serve Spirit. Let it reach whomever it is meant for, however it is meant to, without judgment, in humility and grace, and in love and light. And know that all I offer are my experiences, tidbits, little readings I've learned along the way. Speak now or forever hold your peace. So at this wedding ceremony, the pastor asks if anyone had anything to say concerning the union of the bride and groom. And it's their time now to speak now or forever hold your peace. Anyone? Well, the moment of utter silence was broken by this beautiful young woman carrying a child, and she stood up and she walked very slowly towards the pastor. At that moment, everything quickly turned to chaos. The bride threw the bouquet and stormed out. She burst into tears. Slowly, the groom's mother just fainted. The best man started giving each other looks. Everybody's looking around, trying to figure out what can they do to help save the situation. The pastor then asks the woman, "Ma'am, would you tell us what you have to say? Can you tell us why you came forward?" There was absolute silence in the church. And the woman replied, "We can't hear anything back there." How many times have we silenced our power because we are too busy making assumptions? Power is defined as the ability to act or produce an effect. It is authority, influence, or control. And it does coincide with the metaphysical meaning of power, which is man's innate control over his thoughts and feelings. This specific one of the 12 powers is the motor that makes our lives run in the direction that we choose. And it is interesting that the location of this innate spiritual power is the throat, right? Which houses the voice. And as a singer and speaker, I can't express enough how important the voice is. But you know what? For many years, I struggled with my voice. I couldn't sing a full show without having laryngitis the next day. And it didn't even matter if I sang one song or if I sang 10. And you know what? It really bothered me. And being around other singers, I realized it just, you know what? It wasn't normal. It just wasn't normal. Nobody else seemed to have that problem. And anybody familiar with Louise Hay? Oh, yes. I mean, we all know from Louise Hay. And I remember checking online to see what she had to say about laryngitis. And you know what came up? Laryngitis, so mad you can't speak. I got to tell you, at that time that I read that, it made a whole lot of sense to me, because I was in a very stressful time in a relationship. And I was angry. I was angry all the time. And I didn't dare say like how I felt. I just silenced my own voice in fear that if I spoke, my already fragile walls that were practically just barely holding my life together would just come all crashing down. You see, when we don't communicate, or when we are self-deprecating, or when we are the last on our priority lists, our silence is not a power. In fact, we silence our power when we don't speak our truth. There is power coursing through my veins. There is power. Get on board and grab the reins. There is power to give me all that I desire. Thank you, God. Thank you, love. I've got that burning fire. There is power. Come on, sing it from me. Coursing through my veins. There is power. Get on board and grab the reins. There is power to give me all that I desire. Thank you, God. Thank you, love. I've got that burning fire. Well, I've been struggling, trying to get by, never acknowledging the power that I hold inside. But then I thought about it, and I talked about it, and I prayed about it, and I acted on it. And that's when that still voice said, there's nothing you can't be, and nothing you can't have, nothing you can't do. 'cause you are in me as I'm in you. Oh, that's when I knew there is power coursing through my veins. There is power. Get on board and grab the reins. There is power to give me all that I desire. Thank you, God. Thank you, love. I've got that burning fire. Power coursing through my veins. There is power. Get on board and grab the reins. There is power to give me all that I desire. Thank you, God. Thank you, love. I've got that burning fire. Well, the way to tap into our power is to stop silencing our voices in order to keep or make others happy. The key to happiness is living in integrity with ourselves. The key to happiness is living in integrity with ourselves. How many of us can actually say that? I know I can't. I can't. How many of us can actually say that we are living in all authenticity? That we are living in integrity? That we never ever have to pretend that we like something, or pretend that we want to be somewhere when we don't, or pretend to love someone when we don't, or pretend that we have it all together when we don't. When and why did we become more obsessed with pleasing someone else's idea of what our life should be? When did that happen? You know? Jesus was definitely a truth speaker. Do you remember the story in Matthew? I believe the headlines in the newspapers read, "Angry Jesus trashes temple." Remember that story in Matthew? Well, you know what? Even though Jesus loved everyone, he surely remained true to his principles. And in Matthew, when Jesus spoke, he spoke his truth about what he felt the temple should be. And when he walked in that temple that day and saw people playing and setting up shop in the temple and all the ruckus behavior that it had become, a place of ruckus behavior that it had become, he immediately got upset, threw the tables to the ground, and said, "My temple should be a house of prayer, not a den of robbers." Notice that he never stopped to think. Jesus, not for a moment, did not stop to think, I wonder what these people will think of me. Maybe I should come back tomorrow. Maybe I can ask them if they are okay with leaving. Maybe these people will just learn by osmosis that I don't want them there. Maybe they'll read my mind. If you could read my mind, love. Oh, maybe. Come on, no one reads minds. No one can read our mind. We don't have that power. We must speak. We must. And we must also dare to imagine a world where everyone can live in integrity with themselves. I do think it's possible. Don't you? Can you imagine that world? Imagine a world with people of integrity, expressing all the truth within. Imagine a world seeking only peace and harmony, encouraging our hearts to sing. It's already here. The world we seek is oh so clear. love and kindness and riches shared abundantly. Oh, imagine a world where precious moments are timeless and all of us are blessed and free. Oh, oh, it's already here. The world we seek is oh so clear. It's all about the choice today to see this world that turns to love and not to fear. This world is ours to live in. A world that turns to love and not to fear. A world where we can live authentically, express ourselves authentically. I think living that world is possible. I know because it's already here. All it is about making a choice to do so in our lives. When we don't make that choice to do so, there are consequences. There are consequences of not speaking our truth. We become like a fig tree that withers and dies. Do you remember the story? Again, same story. A day later, Jesus is leaving the temple and he's on the way to somewhere else. And they pass a fig tree, and he was hungry at the time, and there were no figs on the tree. I think Jesus was probably still upset about all these people in the temple, but it doesn't say that. So, Jesus looked over at the fig tree and says, "You will never bear fruit again." And the fig tree withered and died. Metaphysically, fruit means the consciousness of spiritual life. You will never bear fruit again. The consciousness of spiritual life. Fruitfulness, metaphysically, is the rich development of that conscious spiritual life as a result of truth. Every time we are unwilling to speak truth in our lives, we curse our spiritual and our personal, our physical lives, just like that tree. We block the pathway to our spiritual and self-mastery, our spiritual lives and our self-mastery. You see, power is self-mastery over our thoughts and feelings, but mastering a thought or feeling doesn't mean that you stop it. Mastering a thought or a feeling doesn't mean that you give people the perception that the feelings don't matter. Because every time we lie and we pretend, we are like that with that tree, destroying ourselves. And no, I don't think, I'm not saying that we should be, we shouldn't be kind and we shouldn't love every creature and human being and we should be disrespectful. No, 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 no. Jesus wasn't any of those things. He wasn't disrespectful. The story of Jesus Christ, or the story of Jesus and Christ consciousness is very clear about love, but it is also very clear about speaking up. And Jesus was not shy about speaking up. I mean, if we have a way shower about speaking up in our lives, it is him. And even when you may be crucified for it, you still speak. Jesus did that well. Yes, he was crucified for it. But Jesus is a way shower teaching us that we can speak for ourselves. We aren't facing crucifixion. A lifetime of people pleasing, pretending and never speaking up dishonors the integrity within ourselves, and it creates diseased bodies and minds that will never be fruitful like that fig tree, because it creates an imbalance between our emotions and our actions. Meaning, It creates an imbalance between what we think and feel and what we say and do. So what disease or what dis-ease or what disorders or what disorder are you living with within your physical temple? Let us sing this one. This one is called This No Longer Serves Me, I Let Go. This no longer serves me, I let go. This no longer feeds me, I let go. You can sing I let go. This now undermines me, I let go. This no longer serves me, I let go. I let go, I let go, I let go. I let go, I let go, I let go. We have to be willing to let go of what no longer serves our lives. This is not good for me. I let go. This now serves to hurt me. I let go. This diminishes me. I let go. This no longer serves me. I let go, I let go, I let go. Let go of disease and disorder in our lives. I let go, I let go, I let go. Let go, let go, let go. I let go. I let go. Last time, I let go. I let go. We have to restore balance to our body temple and our mental well-being. I let go. You know, I mentioned earlier that chronic laryngitis usually results in partial or total loss of voice. It is a message. It is a message from the body that we fear communicating vocally. We want to say something, but we're afraid, you know, that we won't be heard or maybe we'll displease someone. Well, I can tell you, autoimmune disease can also have that same emotional signature. I used to cane for about 12 years, and I really suffered terribly with a chronic pain condition called fibromyalgia around the same time that I was suffering with chronic laryngitis. And I have to say that there was this voice within me that was always kind of nagging me about, you know, that I am the one causing pain in my body. And that the minute that I actually start to speak the truth, I would be healed. I didn't understand what that meant, really, for a long time. So obviously I continued to suffer. But then one day, after an incident, that was back in 2013, by the way. One day after an incident, I was really angry and things were just not going well. And I don't know, I just was so angry with my life and everything. And I stood in front of the mirror that day and I made a vow out loud that I would no longer be silent in my life. I would no longer allow certain aspects of my life to control me or to hurt me. And that was the beginning of a long journey, or perhaps maybe a short journey, because I had suffered for so long that it was actually a short journey. But it had begun the journey of healing, so much so I lost 35 pounds. I started doing yoga. I started performing in theatrical shows. I mean, from someone who had laryngitis, I went to about 8 hours of practicing in the theatrical shows. I sang for 4 hours at a time in bars. Sometimes I did both on the same day, and I was singing for 8 hours and then again for another 4 hours. No hint of laryngitis. I went on tour in Europe and Ukraine and had a relatively good music business until COVID. COVID was the ultimate at setting me back, putting me back 8 years. I am 35 pounds heavier. I need assistance now. And as I reflect, there is one thing that I have done differently since then. Outside of the restrictions and limitations of COVID, I realized one thing. Yes, there are all kinds of other lessons, but I realized one important thing. I stopped speaking the truth of what I felt, what I thought. I stopped. I stopped giving myself the love that I needed. I focused instead on what others thought, what I thought others might prefer to hear. And I told myself, COVID has made everyone too fragile right now for honesty. I don't know, anyone felt that? By the way, have you ever felt a lump in your throat? Do you know what that feels like, that sensation? Or tightness in the chest, or a tummy ache, nausea, headaches? Well, these are often first indicators. They are often the first indicators of emotional distress. You see, the consequence of not speaking the truths of our beings are real. Diseases are great teachers. They are great teachers. And diseases, they speak to us. They speak to us. Are you listening? Are you listening to what your body is telling you? Are you willing to heal? Are you willing to do what it takes so that you can heal? Are you willing to speak life into your body? Heal me, oh my soul, heal me as I let go of the worry, as I let go of the fear. Let's take a nice big breath. Heal me, oh my soul, heal me into the silence, heal me in every way, heal me. I would love it if you would sing with me. Heal me, oh my soul, heal me. Heal me, oh my soul. Oh my soul, heal me. As I let go, as I let go of the worry, as I let go of the fear, as I let go of the fear. Heal me, oh my soul, heal me. Heal me, oh my soul, heal me into the silence, in every way, heal me. Heal me, let's do that one more time. Heal me, oh my soul. Let's sing it together. Heal me, oh my soul. Oh my soul, heal me. As I let go of the worry, as I let go of the worry, as I let go of the fear, as I let go of the fear, heal me, oh my soul, heal me, oh my soul, oh my soul, heal me into the silence, heal heal me. Heal me. Heal my body temple. Give me the strength for me to heal this body. Give me the strength to be like Jesus, speaking life into my life. Speaking life into my life. We silence our voices when we fear that we are truly invisible. Or perhaps when we fear the consequences of speaking up or ridicule of speaking up. When oftentimes, just like that lady in the church, what our imaginations tell us is far from reality. You know? Yes, as the song says, we must let go of the fear. Because fear is what is holding us back from speaking authentically and in integrity. But I think it is also perhaps because we have not yet named what it is that we really want in our lives, or what we really want to express. Or perhaps sometimes we think that we don't deserve it, or that we have no faith that we will be successful. So many of us use silence as our safety net. If I don't speak, there is nothing anyone can use against me. They can't ridicule me. They can't criticize me. If I don't speak, there is no one to hurt. No one will blame me. No one will shame me. I mean, how many of us do that? If I don't speak, everyone, especially me, is safe. It is a false sense of safety. It is a lie that we feed ourselves. We are not safe. When we don't speak our truth, no one is safe. We cannot begin to practice self-mastery or enact change in our lives while our physical bodies and our minds are imbalanced. We cannot begin to practice self-mastery while our thoughts, feelings, words, and actions are not aligned. You see, because if we are to survive this life, if we are to thrive in this life and not just simply survive, this is our work. And we must plant ourselves deeply in Christ consciousness so that we may have fruitful lives. We have to check in with our bodies and ask, body, what are you trying to tell me? Speak right now. Tell me, what am I neglecting? What do I need to speak about? What do I need to express so that you may heal? We need to check in with our moral compass. Are we on the right path? Are we in alignment with our values and our thoughts and our deeds? We have to check in with our faith. With every single decision, every thought, every action, and every word, we have to make sure that it is steeped in Christ consciousness and trust. We must trust in the process of life. We also have to check with each other. You know why? Because we need each other to also survive. We need each other to thrive. And living a life where we give voice to our truth will not be easy. It just won't. No matter how we look at it, when we give voice to our truth, it is not going to be easy. No matter how well-intentioned we are, people, including ourselves, will feel hurt. So we must be loving. We must be gentle and compassionate with ourselves and each other when we speak. This is a beautiful song by Hezekiah Walker. It's called I Need You to Survive. I need you, you need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It's Spirit's will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. I need you to thrive. I won't harm you with the words from my mouth. I love you. I need you to survive. I won't harm you with my thoughts and my deeds. I love you. I need you to survive. It's Spirit's will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. I need you to survive. I'm going to ask you to take a nice deep cleansing breath. Let's take a nice deep cleansing breath as we prepare ourselves for time in the silence. Let us do that again. And I ask that you gently close your eyes and your mouth. And I ask that you place your tongue on the roof of your mouth and begin to hum a long, deep, resonating tone. It doesn't matter what the note is. You choose whatever note works for you and feels comfortable. And repeat your hum. Keep repeating it, and I want you to feel the vibration of your voice on your lips. Do you feel how it tingles? Do you feel how your voice vibrates inside of your mouth? How it wakes up everything, and even your ears vibrate a little bit. I want you to just feel, like move your tongue a little bit in your mouth, loosen your bite just a little bit. Feel how your entire jaw vibrates. This is the power you hold in your throat. I want you to place your hand on your throat, ever so gently, and I want you to feel that power, that vibration in your fingers. And while you keep your fingers there, I ask that you hear my words. My voice is a gift that Spirit has given me to communicate. To sing, to laugh out loud, to bring joy to myself and others, to use in service of others. My voice calms, soothes, inspires. My voice can teach, preach, bring harmony. I can use it powerfully and stand out. Or I can use it in unison as one voice. My voice is my power. My power is my strength and moral efficacy. My voice is a divine gift given to me to exercise my power. I love my voice. My voice allows me to express myself. I love my voice. I am willing to use my voice. I am willing to speak. I am willing. I am willing to be willing to speak. My voice is my power. I love my voice. I want you to repeat the words, I love my voice. My voice is my power. And I want you to do that 3 times, but I want you to cover your ears while you say it so that your internal ear can hear your voice from within. I love my voice. My voice is my power. I love my voice. My voice is my power. I love my voice. My voice is my power. And when it is comfortable for you to do so, I ask that you open your eyes gently and read this affirmation with me. My voice is my power, and I use it to create a sublime life of integrity and authenticity within me for the highest and best of everyone. Let's do it again. My voice is my power, and I use it to create a sublime life of integrity and authenticity within me for the highest and best of everyone. Last time. My voice is my power, and I use it to create a sublime life of integrity and authenticity within me for the highest and best of everyone. Now, are you ready to live that beautiful life and claim your power? Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love and the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Oh, I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love and the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. This is a beautiful song by Daniel Nahmad. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or I've won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment, here to a new beginning here. And I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. Oh, I am diving in to the deepest kind of love and the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Are you ready to go with me? Here I go, deeper, deeper. to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. Well, I sure hope that you got something out of all of this. And I want to leave you with this. Know what you really want. Take some time to really get to know what that is and learn to communicate that better every single day. Because living a life of integrity means that everyone else gets to do so too. So take nothing personally. Learn to stand up for the truth within you. And to the truth within, I ask that you gently, compassionately, lovingly give it a voice. And, my darlings, speak, speak, speak. Namaste.